So, Stephanie, tell me about your business. What is it that you do?
Okay, so I studied at Isaac Carstens,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I studied at Isaac Carstens, and then after that, I went and I studied through uni. So I did retail management, and then I also worked for a mobile spa and salon in Somerset West. Then after that, I went to go work with a doctor in dermal aesthetics, and I did my fourth year. And while I was there, Isa asked me if I'd like to come for an interview to be a lecturer. So obviously, that was always something I wanted to do, but I kind of thought that would be the pinnacle of my career.
Yeah.
So I went for the interview and I got accepted as a first and second year lecturer. And then over time, the need to start my own business was always there, and it's always something I wanted to do. And then I got the opportunity to start my own business in this field. So it was always the plan to maybe start a spa or salon, but I think in this economy, to try and start a spa and salon is difficult. I think I would have been setting myself up for failure. And also, instead of saturating the market with more spas and salons, I wanted to rather help the spas and salons that are already there, because a lot of them are owned by my old students. All my old students are working in these businesses, and I had a lot of my old students coming to me and saying, ma'am, we don't know how to read a contract, or ma'am, we want to start our own business, but how do we start, or we want to develop our skills, but where do we go? So there was this need for the support that they have while they're studying, but in the industry. So I thought, well, how do I help them, but also make a business out of it? So that's
Mhm.
where this distribution business came about. So I started it, and then I got in contact with someone that I had met at Isa, and she started her own skincare range, and she's been in the industry for about 30 years now. So she knows, and she's trained for a lot of product houses, and she's worked with a lot of people in the industry. So she knows what she's talking about. Um, so she needed a distributor for her skincare brand, and I said, "Well, would you consider me?" And she said, "Yes, sure." And so I signed up to be her distributor. So everyone, my dad's a business owner, so I grew up watching him, and I've taught business communication while I was a lecturer. So I had all the theory knowledge. And I know everyone says that it's really difficult to start your own business and that it takes time. And I thought that I was mentally prepared for that. But I'm slowly starting to realize that it's it really does take a lot of time, and it really is a lot of hard work. And I'm also an impatient person, so it's not really happening as quickly as I would have liked it to
Mm.
happen.
Yeah.
And now I feel like I go through 500 emotions in a day. I wake up in the morning, I think this is so great. I'm so glad I did this. And by 10 o'clock, I'm going, why did I do this? This is a horrible idea. And then something good happens, and I'm like, this is why I did this. This is a sign from the
Yeah.
universe. And then by 4 o'clock, I'm like, I hate the universe. I hate everyone. I'm going to have a nap.
Yeah.
So it's been quite an emotional roller coaster, and there's been a lot of unforeseen challenges. Like there was delays with the product. Then the product arrived, but then the stickers weren't great. So the,
Mm.
the stickers were blurry. So I know that all these challenges are part of the grow, they're part of the teething pains of a business. But
Mhm.
I'm really struggling with how to manage everything, and I kind of feel like I'm just flailing around in the water,
Yeah.
and I thought I would be a lot more focused, but I'm struggling to focus. I'm struggling to think, where do I direct my finances? Because obviously, being a new business, that's tough.
Yeah.
And where do I direct marketing? And yeah, any advice that you can give would be really great.
Mm.
Um, because as I say, I feel like I'm a little bit like a fish out of water. You
Yeah.
know, it almost feels like, you know, when you go from grade 7 to grade 8. In grade 7, you're a prefect, you're top of the food chain, everything's
Mhm.
fantastic. And then you go to grade 8, and then you know,
Yeah.
bottom of the food chain again, have to relearn everything.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm in that phase now.
Okay, so firstly, it's completely normal. I heard someone coin the term schizopreneur because you do feel like a schizopreneur because it's just bipolar, up, down, up, down, up, down.
Okay.
One
Okay,
moment
so
you're
that's
happy, the
normal.
next week you're like crying. Um, okay, so let me just, for my interest's sake, what happened to supporting your students with contracts and business and that? Are you focusing now on this distribution of the care range? And you're using your
Okay.
student network to get in there, or and so you've
So
left the supporting of students, yeah?
no. So the idea is that I use the skincare product to get into spas and salons, and then from there find out what the spas and salons need. So the idea is I've already had some spas and salons say we're struggling to recruit therapists. So then I draw on the students that are my old students that I have. Or I have students that come to me and say, we're looking for this type of job. So the eventual goal is to create like network lunches and do seminars for the students, and maybe even offer short quick courses that can help them build their skills. So
Mm,
the idea really is to just get into spas and salons so I can find out what they actually need.
sure.
And then also I can do retraining for the therapist if there's skills that they're not confident in. um, so in that way, I want to support them and only offer products that I know will sell and that I
Mm.
know are good quality product. So not
Mm.
just sell anything that
I
I can
like that.
source.
I think it works because do you have a website at the moment?
Yes, I do. It's Gem Distributors,
GEM
J
distributor,
J E double M
JEMM.
distributors.co.za.
Okay.
So right now it's just the basic retail website, but we're busy building a bigger one in the background, which should go live either next week or the following week. And that one is going to be so spas and salons can also order online. So to sort of ease that process as well. And then also what it's going to require is that clients can buy with therapist code. So right now, if let's just say Dermalogica, they now go into Woolworths, that means no therapist or spa salon makes the commission off of that. So
Yeah.
with our website, clients will have therapist codes that the spas and salons will give them. And then from that, the therapist can still make a commission. So they obviously make less of a commission than if they stock the product. But by using that code, they make a little bit more. So it gives them another income stream.
Yeah. Okay. So for me, strategy starts with the website because usually I find that the website seldom matches the strategy. That's
Mm.
always like when I start a strategy workshop with the client, I start with the website because that is where the client sees themselves or thinks they are, or that's kind of like the bedrock of where they think they are, and then we take them to where they need to be. So if I look at your website, okay, so correct me in my understanding if I'm wrong or right. So your primary product right now is the distribution of this IME skincare range.
Yes.
But the real goal, the long-term play, is that you want to get a huge database of old students and spa owners together, like a big network, and you're going to create this ecosystem for them, so they can buy products
Yes.
from you. They can have training. There's going to be like membership. Um,
They can network with each other. They can be ideas forums. It's yeah, like you say, to create an ecosystem of support.
Yeah. Okay. So if I take it back to how are you going to monetize this? So recruitment, you can make money from recruitment. But here's my problem as a single solopreneur, and I have been a solopreneur. You can only build one business properly. I've made this mistake a number of times trying to build multiple businesses or trying to build good ideas. And as an entrepreneur, you're an ideator. And that is something you need to be aware of, and you need to contain your ideas like a bubble. Just grab it and like stick it on the wall, but you need a single-minded focus. So you asked me the question, you started with the question focus. And I think that is so key for an entrepreneur. For entrepreneurs in the beginning stages of their business, I would say that saying no to every opportunity is key, as well as saying yes. If you have time and you say yes to everything, because, if it's paying your bills, say yes. Yeah. But for example, I would say that like building out a recruitment business is one business, building this distribution business is one business. You're going to do something badly and you have to choose what you're going to do badly. You have to choose what you do well. So potentially right now, our focus is the distribution, sell product. And in the side, your long-term game is build a database. Get email addresses, get people to connect with you on LinkedIn. Like you are the literal center point of anyone who has a spa, because they all know you or they've heard of you or you've been there. You are, and it's your in is the product. I get that.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So your eventual goal is you're going to have a ton of products that you're going to distribute, because you have so you're building two things at the same time, because the reason that you offer value to your products and to your clients on the one hand, the guys who are making the skincare ranges, is because you have this network. So you have to be building both at the same time in order to sell products. So I get that. So so if you have those two objectives in mind, this is the one for the other, and maybe your long-term goal is events, and maybe it's not even such a long-term goal. Do you know how easy it is to organize an event? I'm sure you know. It's literally just like send out a mailer 20 times, inbox people in LinkedIn, call and WhatsApp everybody that you know, and invite them to this event. And the great thing about events is you can even ask them to pay for their own breakfast.
Okay.
You don't even have to sponsor that. Like you just say like a 50 Rand breakfast. And then you get a hold of all your products, people, and you have little goodie bags, and you say goodie bags included, and then you just get another speaker to come in and speak on something with you, and then you've added value to them as you train them and teach them on something. Maybe you're talking about staff wellness, or how to retain staff, or how to keep your customers happy, or how to build a customer CRM so that you actually have a decent database of your customers. And most
sorry, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to write notes.
Yeah, please do. Most salons do not email their customers, and I know because I am a customer at many salons and I never get emails. They don't ask me if I want emails, and they don't email me, but they see me every time, and they get, and I pay, and I often have loyalty cards swiped. They know what I'm buying, but they don't mail me. They don't message me. They expect me to follow them on Instagram and see their little post, which they didn't boost. So I would say that probably creating an opted-in email is the biggest value you can teach them right now, because everyone's trying to get customers and bring customers back.
Yeah.
And having a decent email, understanding email marketing is so key. So key. So, like that's a nice hook for an event. How to unlock, and someone from Shift One can even go and speak there. How to unlock email marketing, how to unlock your salon's power through email marketing, or unlock your salon's sales through email marketing. And then also you will speak on X, and maybe another person will speak on Y. So you could maybe do a quick mini training session, guys. This is how just a reminder on how to do proper dermal exfoliation or something, like whatever, you know what to do. Okay,
That's
so
really a good idea.
events are really key. People love events, and it's a great way to build that database up. And it's the best way to become known and to become friends with your customers, because whether it's online or it's face to face or it's a combination of both. And you want to probably be doing a bit of online and face to face, because you want to build a bigger audience than just where you can travel, Yeah, I would say, okay, so now so I understand your product now. So now let's talk about your business. Like what are you doing every day? So there's different pillars that are going to making up a business. There's, finances and accounting, money in, money out, money out. Then there's your marketing. So how do you get new clients? Then I would say there's pricing. I'm going to put pricing on its own there because it's so key. We often underprice, especially services, and you've got a big services component to your business. We often underprice. So there's something I want to talk to you about on the marketing side. It's your brand. And then, obviously we can talk about how you get new clients, email addresses and stuff like that, and events. And then your pricing. Your pricing is key. Now, I just want to jump back to brand. So I am busy tracking what we're talking about here with our 3 little pillars that I'm drawing. We'll get to the other ones now. I want to talk about your brand quickly. So Jemm Distributors is the name of your distribution arm, right?
Yes.
Do you own stephanie.abreu.com or .coza?
We own Jemm Distributors. And then, sorry, what do you mean?
The reason I'm asking you is because Jemm Distributors is not the name of the company that is the ecosystem of salons. That Jemm Distributors is a distributor of this website. Jemm Distributors is actually your distributor website. It's your website that you want almost other companies to give you their product. You know what I mean? It's kind of you pitching yourself as a distributor, because you do 3 things. You sell B2C, you sell direct to consumer, you sell B2B in that you want more products, you want to distribute more products exclusively or as not exclusively. And then obviously you have B2B, which is the spa side as well. So you have three things that you're doing. You're selling product. You've either do you sell product direct to consumer or just to spa owner?
So our main customer is spas and salons, but then end consumers can buy online.
Okay, so
the idea behind that was kind of thinking spas and salon, it goes hand in hand, because spas and salons don't want products that the end consumer is not going to find attractive. Exactly. And if you look at what consumers want, they want accessibility, and especially after COVID, they want to be able to go online, or from what I've read, they say that they want to go online and be able to order their products. So in this way, we make it appealing for the spas and salons, because we're offering them a product that the end consumer will want and will enjoy getting, because the whole process is easy. It's easily accessible, it's online, it's good quality, it ticks all the right boxes. We've got all the, big buzzwords. It's paraben free, it's cruelty free, it's vegan friendly, it's ISO certified. So
wait, stuff on your website?
Pardon?
Let me just go back to your homepage. Oh, there it is. ISO vegan and cruelty made in RSA. Okay, good. Okay, so I don't like the name Jemm Distributors is a very functional name. It's like, and I don't think it sums up what you do. I think there's a brand problem for me with Jemm Distributors as the name. I just have to say off the bat, like me as a consumer, I don't want to buy from Jemm Distributors.
Okay.
You know, I'll buy from Abreu.coza. I'll buy from Stephanie.Abreu.coza or .com.
Would you buy from something that's just Jemm? Is it the distributor's part? Because a Jemm has sentimental value.
Jemm Beauty or Jemm, Jemm Beauty or Jemm Beauty, something neutral. By locking yourself in with the net title distributor, you become extremely functional. It's like a warehouse, which is fine if people are looking for low cost. And then it comes down to brand. Are you low cost, cheap warehouse? In which case, definitely keep distributors. You go out and find some good quality, low cost products, and that's what you are. But so that's my problem with the distributors. Other thing is,
I think I was following in the footsteps of SA Beauty Distributors. I'm not sure if you're familiar with them. So SA Beauty Distributors does pretty much.
But you see, they put the word beauty in it, which is interesting because it softens it.
Okay.
The minute the word beauty is in it, it feels softer and it feels more consumer friendly. It's just a perception. But SA Distributors feels like tires and wheels.
Okay.
And trucks. And the word beauty then just softens it.
Okay, that makes sense.
So what is with Jemm? What's the background behind Jemm? Because you have a great name. I love your name. Your name is a brand.
Yeah. So I started this company with my fiance, and we both lost our mom. So I lost my mom last year, and he lost his mom about 3 years ago. So we wanted to pay homage to them. So we started, so the J stands, he was raised by his mom and his gran. So the J is for Jane, for his mom, and then Edith for his gran, and then the M is for Manny and Michelle, so my mom and dad. And we thought it sounds like a gem, like a semi-precious stone. So that's why our slogan is because all skin is precious. So we thought we could play on the word gem.
I like it. So look, how old is this website?
About a month.
Okay. So you can change the domain without losing much search engine equity, Google juice. You haven't really built up much of the Google juice, and you can, it's not too much of a drama you can stick with Jemm. But I would definitely look at Jemm Beauty, or I would take distributors out, because you're so much more than distribution. It's this salon ecosystem. It's this, you can maybe even offer recruitment. You can have events. You've got training. Once the products are sitting there and ticking over, there's other stuff that you're going to be doing. So Jemm, think about it. You know your products and services and what you want to do a bit better. But I feel that the distributors is a bit harsh.
Okay.
For what you do.
So my concern with that is we've already been, like, there was an article in Professional Beauty and the Lenovel magazine and things like that said Jemm Distributors has released the IME skincare range. So do you think
so what you can do is you keep the URL and you do a 301 redirect to Jemm Beauty, and no one will notice that it's no longer Jemm Distributors and it's now Jemm Beauty, because Jemm is the hook.
Okay.
Jemm is the hook. People are going to remember Jemm. They won't at all in their minds go, oh my gosh, it said Jemm Distributors and I'm Jemm Beauty. Is this the right place? Because JEMM is so unique.
Okay.
So I don't think you will suffer any. What you can do is a 301 redirect. So if anyone does have the old URL and types it in, it just redirects them seamlessly to the new site and they won't even notice. And then after about a year or two, you can kill the old URL because you wouldn't have built any equity to it.
That makes sense. Is there another word we can, so in the skincare industry, there's a bit of sensitivity around the word beauty. So dermatologists that study for 3 years don't like being classified as beauty therapists because they're saying we're so much more. So beauty is kind of a sensitive word. So
are you exclusively skin products?
For now, but the eventual goal is to add on a similar quality body care and waxing and maybe hand and foot care, because as a distributor I feel I should be able to offer clients multiple different things.
Okay, my first question is, did you try the URL Jemm, just Jemm by itself? Because that doesn't lock you into anything.
I don't think so, no.
Try and see if you can buy Jemm, just JEMM. Okay. In any case, even if you don't use it, you should have it.
At least it's fine. Yeah. Okay.
So that's question number one. You should always own any version of your domain so nobody else can squat on it. And the same with your Instagram handles and Twitter handles. Go and take them out. You rather want them than somebody else to have them, even if you're not using Twitter for the brand. Just take out Jemm, whatever. Just have it. And then I hear what you're saying about the beauty. The beauty, you could call it. Yeah, you're gonna have to brainstorm it a little bit.
Maybe like Jemm Health and Wellness, or
it's very long. You want to keep it as short as possible, and easy to type. Like even Precious, there's typing errors, spelling errors. Not everyone in South Africa is English first language, so you think about it, Jemm
Wellness.
Yeah, Jemm Wellness.
I'll think about it. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. So that touches on the brand. Then the other thing I wanted to unpack quickly is your target markets, your audiences. It's very important that in your head you have clearly unpacked different audience segments, because everything you do must target a specific audience very clearly. So on my website, I can send you the link. We've got a target market table where it's literally just an Excel spreadsheet where you just type in your 4 different audiences. I've got salon owners and salon workers, consumers, and product owners, which I'm not sure what you would call them, but the people who own products that you want to be a distributor for. So just product owners. So those are 4 very different audiences. And then if you unpack who are they, what do they look like? Okay, the salon worker, who is she? She wants to own her own salon. She studied for 3 years. She's working at a salon. She's between the ages of this and this. Her goal in life is this. Her needs are this. And really unpack each of your audiences, especially the needs column. What do they need? Like the salon owners, they want to have products that move. They want products that work. They want to really show value to clients, and they need to bring more clients in the door. Those are their top needs. So how can you help them meet those needs? And then your salon workers are the salon owners of the future. And your consumer is very different. Like you've got your different age demographics. Older women don't want to age as much. Younger women have different goals. And how does your skin products speak to each of those? And then, obviously your product owners, the guys who have products, that's just literally you find the product, you reach out to them. That's your one-on-one marketing. But LinkedIn is very powerful for that. So if you're looking, because the next column is, which channels are you going to use to reach each of these 4 audiences? So salon owners, you must build an email database of them. Get them to opt into your mail list to say, yes, I want to receive. Even if you don't mail them, just get the email addresses. Every time you go, get the salon address, get the owner's address. And then even consumers, if you can get their email addresses, you can always say new products launched, new products launched. Did you know it does this? Did you know, are you applying it right? Like as a consumer, I have so many questions that I don't know the answers to. Like what layer should we put the creams on? And like, do I start with sunblock and then do I first tone and then like sunblock and then like, am I there? Yeah.
Sorry, you just broke up there for a second. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Am I breaking up? Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, yeah, thank you.
Okay. So as a consumer, I've got questions like, which order do I put all my things on? Because I've got hyaluronic creams and I've got toners and I've got primers and I've got sunblock. It's like those Korean videos with they put all these 50,000 videos and they do 50,000 things and I don't know. So your content to your consumer on Instagram and Facebook has to educate.
Yes, yeah, that is the goal.
Yeah, and and like
my education background, that is
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. So you're actually just there to teach people how to use products, to educate, and at the end of the day, the workers can read your message, your content, as well as consumers, and everybody learns. So if your world of Jemm or whatever you want to call it doesn't have to have what you do in it. It can actually be just like the outcome. Like at the end of the day, if you use Jemm products and if you subscribe to the ecosystem and you join our Facebook group, because you can even do something like create a Facebook group for salon owners and salon bodies, people who work in salons. Create your own Facebook group, like a closed group. You must work in a salon to join this group. And it's just for people to post questions to each other and ask questions, and you encourage, and once a week you have a live Q&A where you demonstrating a product or getting someone to show a new waxing technique or threading technique, or so that's you have this passion for events and ecosystem and training. Facebook group is the best way of delivering that.
Okay.
So, create these little business cards. There's a very cheap website out there, webprinter.co.za. You create these little business cards. It says, join our Facebook group. And by getting them on the Facebook group, you've got their details. You can reach them again. It's not as powerful as email because you need email and the Facebook group. That is the ideal thing, that you've got them on the Facebook group and you have their email address. But a group is better than a page.
Okay.
Yeah, a group is more invested and so okay, so every morning you wake up, you need to just structure your calendar, I think. Get your calendar out or have a physical notebook, like a calendar book, and plan your day. Because if you don't, you're just going to be overwhelmed. So I have a long list of things to do. This is my list of things to do. It's ordered by the first row is get clients. And these are my post-its for get clients. And then it's cut costs. These are my post-its for cut costs. And these are drive client value. And then it's create a happy staff. And then there's some personal ones here. So this is my little system that I use. And every day I'll scan through these and pick one, stick it on my desk, and that's what I tackle for the day. That's my system. But I mean, for years I used the notepad, and then I would go through my list, and I've got my week to view calendar in front of me, my diary, and I take off the list what's critical, and I write it in. Today I'm doing these 3 tasks, tomorrow I'm doing these 3 tasks. And from a marketing point of view, you just need to decide, you need to have content going out, every day, every second day. You have to just create great posts. I don't know if you've discovered Canva yet.
I have, yes. I honestly don't have the time at the moment to focus on that. So that has fallen behind a little bit. And the lady that's doing my website, she was also going to do the social media, but she's so focused on the website that she actually hasn't had the time as well. So I've gotten one of my old students to start thinking of ideas and developing content and that type of thing, because she's got the somatology background, so she knows when she talks about ingredients and that type of thing, she's got a good foundation or good knowledge of that stuff. And so now the only thing that she's waiting on, which is a delay from my side, is like styled photos of the product. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that in the best, most economical kind of way. So I've got a very good friend that owns a candle business, and she's taking some styled photos for me. And then I have bought a photo booth, just a small one where I can make stylized photos. But the creative side of things isn't my strong side. So that's where I've brought in Daniela to hopefully help with that stuff. But again, it takes time.
That's the whole thing. That's why I have a business, because it's so time consuming to do digital marketing that people ask me to do it for them. It's literally what it is. A lot of people could do it themselves. They just literally don't have time. It's just having the discipline to, because you are sitting on the knowledge, to have put it in your calendar that every third day you have to send a voice note to the person creating the content to say, here are 3 eczema things you need to know about eczema, and then they can create like a little swipeable asset for you. And you can recycle it. Every 6 months you can bring that thing back, The other option is, there are a lot of bright young people who qualify that are looking for internships, and you can always just hire an intern to sit and follow you around and help you out. When I started my business, I had, 2-3 interns working for me, and, you get some good ones and you get some not so great ones. But if you find a strong intern that can help you, I just pay them a bit of a livable stipend so that they can, travel around or do whatever, and they'll at least help you with the social media and the marketing and that. But okay, so let's go back to your website. So let's say you rebranded to, I don't know, Jemm World of Jemm, or Jemm for you, whatever, I don't know. And then you can start adding some tabs at the top, like join our ecosystem, sign up to our newsletter. Those are so key, and you have to start them now, because every visitor to your website is a potential subscriber lost. And so there's got to be lots of options, like join our Facebook group, sign up to our newsletter, follow us on social media.
What if I don't have a newsletter yet?
It's fine. You can just say coming soon.
Okay.
And then anytime you write a blog, you can just also turn that into a newsletter. Like you've got, if you don't have time to write a blog, you can voice note it to someone, or you can just ask someone to write it for you, and just read through it and check that you're happy with it. Or you can get it from your product ranges. So should actually give you some blogs. They need to give you some assets as well. So they could give you maybe one a month, and if and then you could actually just share it out, to make your life easier. But blogging is something that I would highly encourage. I started my website. I wrote the blogs myself, and the website now, Kate, is 11 years later. Our search engine optimization is really, really tops. Like we've got most of our traffic coming in just because we have a website that's got a lot of deep, rich content.
Yeah.
So I would say, as soon as you can, make it clear that when I land here, it's more than just products that you're selling. Make it clear that you can offer recruitment, there's events, and you can say, no events planned for now. Join our newsletter to find out when there's more events coming.
Okay.
That's what the page can say. You can say Facebook group. Please join our Facebook group. We haven't launched it yet, but once we have enough members, we'll start. So people join and they don't expect anything to be happening, but at least you're getting the sign-ups.
Yeah.
And you see, because once you have this database, you've got the database of email addresses, you've got the physical address database of people that you go and see, and you've got the people who subscribe to your Facebook group. This is gold, and you can then go to your distribution partners and say, I have these assets, give me better rates because I am the go-to person for training, ecosystem, events, recruitment, ask me anything, Q&A sessions. People love me. The whole industry loves me and knows me. And so give me better rates on your product because I can get your product into salons.
Okay.
But I really feel strongly that, Stephanie, you are almost the influencer, the face of the brand. Did you know that the About Us page is the second most clicked page after the home page?
I didn't know.
So the About Us page, like I want to see a photo of you.
Okay.
And we haven't used your name in full enough. Like if someone types your name into Google, this About Us page should come up. And you're using a lot of she and Steph. And there is a rule of thumb for women in business. You must always use your name and surname. Yeah, it's kind of like this, I don't know, it brings more weightiness for a woman to have the name and the surname often together,
More formal.
Yeah. So some photos of you guys, but otherwise this is a good About Us page. Just I would make your name typed out in full.
Okay.
And unless you don't want your surname up there, like for some reason or another, but at least put photos then of yourselves and maybe even your warehouse. And people like to see bricks and mortar.
So at the moment, I think I put Steph there to make it more like familiar, like to make it, that there's not this barrier, like, Steph and, Steph will come and do that. So just to create a little bit of, I think familiarity to it.
You must decide. I would say, here's my rule for your brand name, because your name is a brand. I would say my rule for your name is you always write it out the first time in full. Stephanie de Abreu, I don't know how you pronounce it, created this business along with Tyrone, and the names and the moms. And I would bring in the mom story as well. It adds a lot of depth to the brand. So, but thereafter you can say Steph or Stephanie, you can, but the first time always say your name in full. Like that's kind of like your rule of thumb almost.
That makes sense.
Yeah, if you're okay with your surname being out in the public.
Yeah, I don't mind.
But I feel also, because this is so much you, on your homepage of your website, you can bring in about Stephanie de Abreu, and then like a little paragraph about you, because you are Jemm and Jemm is you. You're going to be going out there. You're going to be putting, even when your Jemm business cards, like my business cards. I want my business cards to stand out. And because you are still physically going door to door, like my business cards, I have my photo of the year there. This is like a previous one. Like, and people, just to stand out also and be memorable and not be forgotten. And I have my various brands on the back.
Okay.
So I feel like you, just like me, Dylan Kohlstadt, founder of Shift One, you can't get away from being the name and the face of the brand, and it's okay. So if you bring that in, it personalizes Jemm as well.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna have to become okay with my photo being.
Yeah, I'm sure you've got photos of you at events, like hugging a whole bunch of ladies in their salon clothes.
Yeah, but I just look so terrible.
Oh, no, don't be silly.
I'm so self-conscious.
No, don't be silly. You know, you have one face, one person, that's you. Just just live it, own it, be it. You are beautiful, and this is who you are. This is you in your skin, you know. Because we as women, I think we sometimes second guess ourselves. Like, I often think, I'm not sure because I'm not a guy, but I think that if a guy is playing golf, he thinks, I'm going to hit the ball in the hole. But I think as a woman, I tend to think, everybody's watching me. I wonder what I think. I'm holding the stick wrong, the club wrong. You know, like, does my ass look bad in this? You know what I mean? Like, instead of focusing on like the simple task, we tend to like think of all this other crap.
It's really true.
Yeah, but yeah. So I'm keen to see you come up with a slightly better name and add some menu items on your website. Like join our ecosystem, and it drops down with the link to the Facebook group, link to the email address or whatever, or just one page with all the stuff that make it look like there's so much going on, even if there's nothing going on.
Okay.
And have old photos of you at events, even if they're totally unrelated and they weren't Jemm events. It doesn't even matter. It's just got to be busy, 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 because people love busy people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can even add their recruitment, add anything that you've ever thought about, consulting, training. Book a session with Stephanie. Let Stephanie come to your salon and refresh your training from her. Prices available on request. Boom. Okay. And you've just like broadened your website so that it's from this one-dimensional skinny site to this nice, full, rich, deep 360-degree round experience, which is a bit more communicates what you do than what this does at the moment. This is just got products on. And then I would definitely put you on the homepage as well, just a nice photo of you, like even at an event with a little bit of about blurb, and then click more to take you to the About Us page. Yeah, so I'm not sure if that has really helped you much.
No, that's incredible. Like, you have no idea.
Yay. Yeah, I think it's tricky to keep everything in balance. Do we have enough money coming in? How much money we're putting out? How much time you're spending on marketing and money spending on marketing, and is it giving you a return? It's hectic. It's very hectic. I get it, especially when you're bootstrapping.
I just wanted to ask you quickly. So in terms of trying to sign up spas and salons, what I'm doing at the moment is I'm calling businesses, and then I'm going to visit them with the product and give them a bit more information. Do you think that's the best way to do it? I kind of feel like a car boot saleswoman. Like, have you heard about this new product?
Yeah, I know.
Is that good? Am I approaching it properly? Or
look, you can give yourself a soft landing. So, but this is time consuming. If you have an intern, it'll help. There's software out there like reply.io, where if you have an email database of salon spa owners that you can upload into this, it sends out emails 1, 2, 3, 4 automatic, like 3-4 days sets apart, and it looks like you've been sending them to say, hey, I'll be in your area, I was just wondering, can I pop in? I've got this amazing new product. And then, oh, I see you didn't reply, I know you're really busy, I'm going to be in your area, can I pop in and just drop off some information? It does this, this, and this. And then the next mailer, I know you're really busy, I'm going to stop hounding you now, just remember this product is this, this, and this product. And so then basically this email system softens, instead of just cold calling, it's like, oh yeah, I got your emails. Yes, I've seen them.
Okay.
So that's one way of soft landing. And the other way of soft landing is when you do Facebook ads to target people in the beauty industry. I'm sure there must be a category for that in your audience. I'm not sure, maybe too granular, but but you can try and target Facebook ads. The other option is LinkedIn. Is try on LinkedIn to find salon owners and message them on LinkedIn. But now they've got a lot of people messaging them. So there's a whole science about how to get people to open your LinkedIn email, your LinkedIn messages. You know, just hit them with the value that solves their biggest need. Don't, hi, my name is Stephanie, and don't even do that. Like on LinkedIn, you literally just go, hi, I have a top product your customers are going to love for these reasons. We're going to make more money. Are you keen?
Okay.
Like, just customer love, make money.
Okay.
You know, that's it.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's just a lot of trial and error. So you could get your intern.
Sorry, just hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
You can ask your intern to do the messaging for you if they're bright and they know how to find the right people and message them. And also to just look for email addresses and ask them, can I subscribe you to my mailing list? This is what I'm sending out. But there's no super shortcut. I think events are a good way to be known quickly, like doing a monthly beauty breakfast, or cannot be, but a monthly skin science breakfast. The science of skin. And like a monthly breakfast, and you do one in Joburg, one in Cape Town, maybe one in Durban. But I don't even know if you should call it Durban, but one in Cape Town, one in Joburg. So every second month you alternate between the two cities, and that way you grow your databases. Yeah. And I would also suggest that you buy a database of beauty salon owners. So I know a guy who has databases, and he may have one of the beauty salon owners. I'm not sure. It's going to jumpstart you. But
who do I contact for? Where do you even buy databases?
Yeah, if you email me, I'll send you the details. But you have to be aware. Firstly, there's a high bounce rate. Maybe 40% won't deliver. So you have to first clean the email list. Okay. You just type in email cleaning service, and then you literally take the database and you wash it, and it will remove all the dud ones, and it'll give it back to you. So that guy, if he sells you 2,000, he should provide you at least 2,500 just for the even 3,000, because 1,000, 50% will bounce. And then you clean it, and then you can send them a one-on-one email, just that looks like a one-on-one email saying, hey, I'd love to add you to my Facebook group. Would you be keen? Or, hey, I'd love to subscribe you to my mailing list. Click here to unsubscribe. I am subscribing you. Click here to unsubscribe. All the data that he sells is in the public domain. It's not private data, so it is POPI compliant. But yeah, just be aware it does come with risks buying databases, but it is a good way to jumpstart your mailing list.
Okay.
Yeah, the other option is to find other people who have mailing lists and, I don't know, do a partnership with them or something. But the other step, to grow your following is to collaborate. Okay. So you find an influencer that has slightly more following than you, the two of you collaborate, you both grow. You find an influencer, the two of you collaborate, you both grow, and so you go up in your following. And you have to start thinking yourself as a skin science influencer, an influencer in this. So I would even say, like, get a TikTok account, do the facials, do the beauty, like have a profile as you, because the more people follow you, I follow tons and tons and tons of beauty influencers, but I follow them on YouTube Reels. They created in TikTok and then they posted to Reels, shorts. and they also post it to Instagram Reels. So you create it in TikTok and you post it to the other 2 places as well. But I happen to consume on Facebook Shorts, but 90% of it's created in TikTok anyway. But yeah, I would suggest that you also look into you being a beauty influencer, because you totally get it. You have the look, you know how to do makeup, you know how to do skin, you know, and you just need to do one video a week just to get started. You know?
That's doable, yeah.
Yeah. But it's a lot of hard work, because now you have these products, now you want to sell them, so you have to create posts, or somebody has to create posts to get consumers to follow. So there's nothing wrong with having multiple Instagram handles or multiple TikTok handles, each slightly different things, you know. But for now, I would just focus on building Jemm, whatever Jemm. Yeah.
That makes sense.
I hope I haven't overwhelmed you.
No, not at all. This is so valuable. Thank you so much. It's a lot to think about, but it's definitely, I feel more focused.
Yeah. I think create a 1-page marketing strategy that you put on your wall.
Okay.
What am I selling? I sell spa ecosystem and some bullets. What does that look like? I distribute products. So like what I sell, who are my target market, my audience? 1, 2, 3, 4. What are my cities that I focus on? Even towns within cities, you know, like Edenvale's a focus, and Durbanville's a focus, because once you've just built up that footprint and you know there, you have to go all the time, visit, and then you can start sending emails once they know you. You don't have to go there physically, but decide 3 face-to-face visits and then emails.
Yeah. Okay. That's doable.
Yeah. Yeah, and then just your primary marketing channels. Your email is your primary channel, events, and everything you do, those email addresses go into your email database. You run an event, people sign up, those email addresses go into database. Somebody visits a salon, you get their email address, you put it in your database. And then eventually you're sending 1 mailer a week. Because remember, Facebook, Instagram, you have to assume I'm on it. And I actually don't consume on Facebook and Instagram at all. Yeah. I don't even go there. I create content and I put it there, but I don't consume there. So, yeah.
That's actually so true.
And I think more and more people are on TikToks, and the older market are on YouTube Shorts. And yeah. So yeah. So the more content, actually your life is content creation. That is actually the world. Content creation is the most important thing that you do.
Yeah.
I would even go so far as to say every day you should create 1 content asset, a short video, a microblog, a social media post, something targeting one of your audiences going out on some different platforms, you know?
Yeah.
If you book out your day every day until 10 just to do some form of content, you'll be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Stephanie, good luck.
Dylan, I can't thank you enough for this. Really, I really appreciate it.